welcome to the Box of Delights game channel. We're playing Arkham Horror. We're still going. Ashcan Pete's going to kick things off. Now the bad news for Pete is this servant of Glarky's come and trapped him in here. I was hoping it was going to be an easy job just to run around and hit a gate. I still think it might be. We might be able to just sneak past him. I think that's the best thing. I'll need my 3 movement, but I'll keep my sneak at 3, speed at 3, try and sneak along by. Sunny and Clear's not helping, obviously, because that's -1 to sneak checks. As for Jacqueline, well, with that servant gone, that frees up the route back down to the station. I might just do that, just to put her in a better spot, I think. So she needs a movement of 3. So let's put her speed up to 3. And keep everything else where it is for now. Movement now, and I'm going to have Pete head across, I think, to the graveyard, see if we can't get that 4th gate. So we've got speed of 3, so that's 1, and now we've got to try and evade this servant of Glarky. And this servant's got an awareness of +1, so that's going to get cancelled out by the environment card, because evade is a check against sneak, and we're doing those at -1 penalty. And Pete's sneak is 3, so it's 3 dice. There we go. A 6, a 2 and a 2, so we've successfully sneaked by this servant of Glarky. And finish our movement 2, 3 in the graveyard. Jacqueline has a speed of 3. That takes her down to Bishopsbrook Bridge. 1, 2, 3. Now we can do encounters, and Pete, being at the Dreamlands gate, is going to get sucked through to this other world. And Jacqueline's going to have an encounter at Bishopsbrook Bridge in the Village Commons neighbourhood. So let's grab one of these at random. And it says, Deputy Dingby strides past you with purpose, heading for Osborne's. Make a luck -1 check. Jacqueline's luck is 2, so that's 1 die. Oh, and it's a fail. Okay. If you fail, he trips over a stone and his gun goes off, nearly shooting an innocent bystander and sending women and men running. Sadly, it seems the deputy has sprained his ankle. Sighing, you help him back to the police station, move to the police station and have an encounter there. Right, maybe that saved us a bit of rail fare anyway, because we're now going to head over to the police station, which from Jacqueline up here is just here. The police station does have this special which says instead of having an encounter here, you can spend 10 toughness worth of monster trophies, 2 gate trophies, or 5 toughness worth of monsters and 1 gate trophy to become the Deputy of Arkham. Well, Jacqueline doesn't have all that stuff as it goes, so we're going to have to pull an encounter card from the East Town neighbourhood. So let's grab one of these at random. Police station. Pass a wheel -1 check to convince Deputy Dingby to share some files with you that are very interesting. Gain 2 clue tokens. Well, that would be fabulous. But we're going to have to be very lucky because Jacqueline's will is only 2. So that's 1 die. Come on, 2 clues. That would be great. I mean, we could afford to spend a clue to gain 2 clues. It's a bit of a risk. Oh, yes! We got it. Loving it, loving it. Excellent. 4 clues. Great job. I'm starting to feel like we might stand a chance here. I'm sure the game's going to have other ideas, but let's see. Right, other world encounters. Pete's in the Dreamlands. And we're looking for, well, any colour. Red, blue, yellow, green. Seems like a long time ago we last did this. Blue will do. There isn't any text for the Dreamland, so we'll have to go with the other. It says, hurry! You must choose the correct crystal soon, or the gate will open and release a terrible creature. Pass a luck -2 check or a monster appears. Well, Pete's maxed out his luck, but it's still only 3. It might be time to charge up that flamethrower. A luck of 3, -2 is 1 die. Oh, luck's run out. That's a 1 and a fail. And of course that means a monster's going to appear. It's only temporary. Hopefully it'll be something we can take out quite quickly and move on. It's, oh no, a ghost. Well, we're not going to try and evade it. We're going to have to suffer a horror check. It's got physical immunity, so our flamethrower is not going to help. It's undead, which doesn't mean anything in itself, but if there's any cards that refer to undead, it will refer to this ghost. And unfortunately, it's got a horror rating that means a -2, and our will is only 2. So that's 0. So we've got a choice here of either spending a clue and hoping for a success, and that's an easy way to lose clues, or go insane. Well, here it is, folks. The run of good luck has come to an end. I'm going to put this ghost back in the bag. Poor Pete has gone insane from losing this horror check. Now Pete, being in another world and having just gone insane, is going to be lost in time and space. Which means Pete has to move here. And he's placed on his side to show that he's delayed. So next turn he's just going to stand up during movement. If he wasn't in another world, he'd be heading off to Arkham Asylum right now. But your sanity is restored to a minimum 1. And then you have to lose half your clues and half your items, but I really don't want to do that. So to avoid doing that, what the Dunwich Horror expansion says is you can take one of these madness cards. So I get to keep all my clues, all my items, but I'm going to suffer some kind of permanent mental affliction. Let's see what it does to me. Agoraphobia. During my upkeep, I'm going to lose 1 sanity if I'm in a street area. If I ever gain another agoraphobia card, I'm devoured. Oh dear. Well, I've got to keep out of the streets for now. I can't go outside with my agoraphobia without being a little bit disturbed by it. So there we go, that's the price I've had to pay for keeping my items and clues. But it's pretty good. I like this about Dunwich. It gives you another choice. The bad news for Pete, obviously, is that we don't get to explore another world. We've got to make our way back to that gate and go through it once more. Well, I'm sure we can manage that, but we're going to have to survive another couple of turns to get Pete going again. Okay, mythos phase. And we have the festival. And we have oh no. We have a gate appearing at the woods. That, I think, is a monster surge. It certainly is. So I think, yeah, the only thing to do is let's use Jacqueline's precognition. So she's back down to 2 clues, but this is game-saving stuff. We have to do it, I think. So let's discard this one and draw another, and we get Lynch Mob, and it's Wizard's Hill. Unfortunately, that is a monster surge as well, so Jackie has kind of wasted 2 clues. But that's it, her precognition only works once, so we've got to take this card. We've got room for 1 in Arkham. How many have we got to get? We've got to pull 6 monsters. 1 will go to Arkham, 1 will go to Dunwich, 4 will go to the outskirts. And to join the GUG up in Wizard's Hill, we have a High Priest. The second one, which might as well go to the woods, is Bayaki. Now we've got 4 more to pull, and we've got 4 in the outskirts already. So 2 are going to go there safely. 1, 2. The 7th is going to cause the terror level to rise, and the final one goes back in the outskirts. Okay, zombie. Well, I think you know what this means. Terror level goes up. Our Servant of Glarkey is going to come into play at a gate chosen by this card, and it's the Black Cave. But in addition, we're going to have to check out what the Servant does when he comes into play. And it says all investigators must discard 1 spell if able. Well, Pete doesn't have one, but Jacqueline does, so she's going to get rid of her heal spell. The thing is, what I've just seen is, even without clues and monster movement, the headline here, Lynch Mob, says 1 ally is randomly drawn and returned to the box. And that means... okay, the terror level's not going up, but it means we need to still do this part when Glarkey stirs in his slumber. Each time an ally is discarded or removed from the game, if all 5 Servants of Glarkey are already on the board, Glarkey immediately awakens. So we kind of wasted Jacqueline's clue, because, you know, even if we'd have played this one, alright, the monster surge would have still happened, but we've inadvertently made things worse. Hey, that's Arkham Horror. That's it, guys, we've got to fight the big one. Unfortunately, this situation is doubly bad for Pete, because he's lost in time and space right now. Any investigators who are lost in time and space are immediately devoured and eliminated from the game. Well, it's been good, Pete, but I'm afraid this is the end for you. Jacqueline Fine must face the Ancient One alone in the final battle. Well, I think you know how this is going to turn out, but let's go through the steps. First thing, let's get rid of any environmental rumour cards that are in play. The other thing we must do, because this Ancient One awoke before the Doom Track was full, often when the Ancient One awakes it's because the Doom Track's full, but when he awakens for some other reason, you must remember to fill the Doom Track up to its maximum before the final battle. Now for the final battle, we're going to perform a series of rounds, and in each round we can adjust our skill sliders, and we can adjust them however we wish. So I'm going to put Jacqueline's fight up to 4, lore up to 5, not that it's going to help me any. I mean, Jacqueline's only got 2 clue tokens as well, because remember these 2 we can't use because we spent them with our precognition, so we've kind of given ourselves a bit of a double whammy doing that. And it gives us 2 rerolls for the final battle. And every time we pass a successful combat check against the Ancient One, we keep a count of those successes, and you need, in order to remove one of these Doom tokens, a number of successes equal to the number of players, and that does include eliminated players, so for us that's 2. So I need 2 successes to remove one of these. Okay, and I defeat the Ancient One by getting rid of all these Doom tokens. The other things you should be aware of are the texts that come on the Ancient One's card. So this one here, this is for the ongoing game, so I can ignore that, but here we have something special. It says if an investigator is devoured, raise the terror level by 2, and we know Pete was devoured, so we're going to have to do that as well right now. So the terror level goes from 5 to 7, and that's important because for Glarkey it says every time he attacks you raise the terror level by 1, and if it's 10 or higher all investigators are devoured. Okay, so that's his attack. nothing more than that. And having Pete devoured means we only got 3 rounds to go before Jacqueline is devoured and we lose the game. The other thing to look at is the monster's combat rating. So when we attack, this is the combat rating. Now remember, this is what the modifier to our combat checks. So it's fight -5 effectively. But Jacqueline's fight's only 4 and she has no weapons. So this is mathematically impossible for us to hit this ancient one at all. So now the Glarky's going to attack us, and for the next 3 rounds we're not going to be able to do anything but sit and take the damage. Poor Jacqueline is devoured and we lose the game. Well, there it is, folks. We managed to seal 3 out of 6 gates, so halfway there. We nearly got the 4th, and that would have kind of felt, okay. 4 out of 6, I think I would have felt, alright, I did an okay job. But that's the challenge. I really hope you enjoyed the series. It was a long, difficult game, but immensely tense and a real edge of the seat ride.